Hello, welcome once again to Leto's Law. I'm Steve Leto. I went to the P.O. box again today, got a pile of stuff, and I keep saying I'm not going to be doing these as often as I have been, but we're going to do an episode today about just the mail, because like I said, by pile of stuff, I mean a goodly quantity of stuff. And, despite the fact I'm as old as I am and have been around as much as I've been, this still gets me going. I'm telling you right now. And, I mean, you go to the mailbox and you get one or two things, but this kind of stuff, I mean, come on. And I could put it all aside and do like one big mail reveal, but the problem with that, of course, is that it would drive me crazy because I need to know what's in here. So one of the first things, I hope you enjoy it like I do. One of the first things I noticed is this postcard that's been grayed and colored with age, which led me to believe that it was a time traveling postcard. Somebody who's achieved time travel has sent a postcard to me from the past. Well, actually, it's from a guy named Dave. Hi, Steve. This postcard is about 35 years old, so that explains it. I got it in 1984 when visiting my uncle at Slippery Rock. I'm moving from Milwaukee to San Diego. Time for me and this postcard to part ways. I'm very grateful I found your channel and watch almost every day. Great job, Dave, and the Basset Hound Gracie. By the way, feel free to let me know about your animals. I tell you guys about Milo and Wolfie all the time. So, and so, oh, he goes, I also watched Red Metal and greatly appreciated it. It's on Amazon Prime. And Red Metal is the documentary I was in about the Italian Hall disaster. I've spoken about that before. But for those of you who don't know, Slippery Rock State College is a college located in a town called Slippery Rock. And I challenge you to find me a better named college, okay? Slippery Rock State University, or Slippery Rock College. I actually met a guy who went there. And by the way, they have at the time 5,500 students enrolled in 5 major academic schools. National recognition has been given in many fields, including sports and recreation and special education. The Rock, or Rockets, do indeed exist as more and more students and visitors discover each year. So apparently there is a rock out there that is slippery, and it is so well known they named a school after it. And like I said, David sent me this postcard. Like I said, I thought it was from the past, but it's just an old postcard that he was hanging on to for a special occasion, and I appreciate the fact he shared it with me. Now, I also got a postcard here that's got some nice shiny stuff on it. It glitters in the light. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. It's not just a postcard. It's got stripper glitter on it. And it's from New Bern, North Carolina. Now, I've actually been to Bern, Switzerland, but I've never been to New Bern, North Carolina. Steve, I've been meaning to send a full-blown analog letter, but my vacation in North Carolina got in the way. Look for one soon. Thanks for your videos, Mike. And Mike passed this along while on vacation in New Bern, North Carolina. And by the way, I've been to the Carolinas. Carolinas are absolutely gorgeous. I'm from Michigan and I live in Michigan, and I probably will live the bulk of my life here as far as where I reside. But people say, well, Steve, places you've been, places you've visited, places you've lived. I've mentioned before, I've been to other states and lived in other states, and I keep returning to Michigan. That's the theme of my life. But people say, if you had to choose someplace that you visited, where would you go live? And I think I'd probably pick the Carolinas. So, and yes, I've been to Florida, I've been to California, so that's my vote. Now, here is an envelope addressed to me at my P.O. box, no return address. It has some substance to it I can feel, so I'm breaking out the Rapala. I'm not going to use the Cavalry Saber today, due to it turns out it's a bit unwieldy, as we say, when it comes to opening mail. But here is a letter. I have no idea what's in it. And I open it up, and there's a card here, and it says, everybody needs a home. And this is a card from the Faith Baptist Church in Layton, Utah. I mentioned last week that somebody sent me a bunch of stuff, including some chick pamphlets. Oh my gosh. Now I'm starting to wonder, because again, it's another chick pamphlet. It's the same one that I got sent before, along with some cards, including one from the National Center for Life and Liberty, and also one for you can experience more of your life at Faith Baptist Church. So again, I'm not sure if these chick pamphlets are coming from the same person or not. There's no return address on the envelope. But as I said before, I appreciate everything sent to me in the spirit in which it is sent. Now, We have a package here from Ken from Iowa, and he sent it priority mail. And it's in a cushioned mailer. Now, I could open it with the Rapala, but it also contains a handy-dandy ripcord. And as anybody will tell you, that anything equipped with a ripcord, grip it and rip it. So that's what you do there. And we then open this up because I'm suspecting I know what's in here. And my suspicions are correct. It is, in fact, a t-shirt. And once again, I keep hitting my microphone. You know, I know some of you don't care about the technical aspects of my show, but I have in front of me a very, very nice microphone, Electro-Voice RE20. And it's what gives this booming voice of mine the sound it has. But despite the fact it's been in front of me in the same place, hasn't moved in over a year, I've been hitting it a lot lately. So I must be getting less coordinated as I age. So taped to the front of this envelope is a rock. And it says, the rock is dual purpose. It's 360 million years old. And it's from a river shale deposit in the Arctic. So I'm assuming that there's something else going on here with this envelope and the t-shirt, which we'll get to in a second. I actually have some rocks scattered about my house that I've picked up at unusual places. But we'll check this out. So in here is a card, and it says, because of good-hearted people like you, this world is a nicer place. Steve, road trip from Olwine, Iowa? I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it, but I think that's correct. To the Arctic via the Dempster Highway. I stopped at the Klondike for a break and got you an Indian Lovestone from the Arctic also. Indian Lovestone is just another name for a rock. I'm cleaning this up a little bit. Cool. Thanks for all you do, Jason. And so Jason has passed along the card, which I greatly appreciate, and the rock from the Arctic. And here's the thing. You know, the space behind me is limited. This is a very, very valuable real estate to me. But something like this, I can just as easily put this like right here. It'll be there, and it'll remain for some time. But again, thank you for Jason for passing along the rock and what appears to be a t-shirt that says Dawson City, Yukon, established 1896. Thank you very much. And the beautiful thing about this is I know where that is, having watched all the Gold Rush shows on the cable. And it's a very, very cool shirt. I've not been there myself, so I like to hear from people who have been places, especially when they send me souvenirs. And I'll detag that shirt, run it through the dryer, and I'll wear it soon. And then finally, we have another thing here, and this has been sent to me, and again, I appreciate this. Steve Leto Esquire, ESQ, Steve Leto Esquire. And it's been sent by the Amazon Fulfillment Services, so somebody ordered this off Amazon, and I appreciate that also. Now, the sad part is that I've actually had people send me stuff through Amazon, and they don't tell me that they've sent it, meaning that I get something, I open it up, and there it is, it's cool, I got it, but I don't know who sent it. So if you send me something Amazon, please send me a note and say, by the way, Steve, heads up. I mean, unless you don't want to ruin the surprise. But, you know, I mean, I think it's unfortunate that, yeah, I almost poked myself in the eye with that. I think it's unfortunate that I get all this cool stuff and I don't always know who to thank, even if it's just a name from somebody. Oh, I know who this is from. I know who this is from. Okay, once again, I'm bumping more stuff over here, despite the fact it's been in front of me for years. This, I am 99.9% certain, came from my good friend Justin. And Justin is a former student of mine who is now an attorney in New York City, of all places. And Justin sent me a note recently and said, Steve, I caught you wearing, I think, my Oakland University shirt or my Southwestern shirt, one of the shirts of the school I went to. And he said, would you be willing to wear a University of Wisconsin Oshkosh shirt if I sent you one? And I said, absolutely I would. And he said, oh, okay. Consider it done. So apparently the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, they are the Titans, which is funny because the University of Detroit is also the Titans, I believe. So There's a good connection there. This is the universe where everything kind of comes together, gels perfectly. And I will also let you know, and I hope he doesn't mind me revealing this, but Justin came to town last fall. And when I mentioned that I ran the Free Press Marathon, which is what they gave me this for, this is the stuff you can't see out of sight down here. When I ran the Free Press Marathon, he was at the starting line with me, and he ran the half. And he had actually just decided to pick it up and start training and do a lengthy race. And I don't think he'd ever run a half marathon before. So anyways, Justin ran the half marathon when I ran the full marathon, and we met at the starting line. And I stay in touch with him along with a lot of my other students as well who stay in touch with me. And I was not doing these videos back when I was teaching. So I think it's one of these interesting things that the students, former students of mine, can now keep up with me and see what I'm up to. So that's the mail collection today. Like I said, keep it coming. Address is at the end of every video. It's a P.O. box in Atlas, Michigan. Like I said, double X on the shirts, but anything you send me, I don't know why, but I get a real kick out of analog letters, actual stuff where you handwrite it, stick it in an envelope, and mail it. I get a kick out of that. I suspect that years from now, the generation that's coming up right now, not only will cursive have been a lost art form, but letter writing will be lost also. So let's enjoy it while we can, because there's a certain cachet to it. Questions or comments, put them below. Otherwise, talk to you later. Bye-bye.